Remember all the fun and joy of your favorite game or childhood toy. If only you could feel that way again, Well, you don't have to go back in time, 'cause Nick and friends can help you find long lost treasures you once loved. Let's go hunting nostalgia.
All right, I made it to the 4th annual Pittsburgh Comic Book Show, hosted by my buddies at Pop Culture Comics. Now, you know that I'm a toy guy. I love toys. This show, though, it has made me into a comic book guy. You don't have to be a comic book expert or veteran to enjoy this show. You can be a comic book rookie like me and come to this event and learn. You can learn about comics, because I'm not gonna kid around. I know nothing about comic books. I don't. I know that they're cool, and I know that whenever I was a little kid, I wasn't into reading, you know? I wasn't gonna sit there and read, but I could look at a comic and I could, imagine the story. Didn't have time for the words. I do now, which I enjoy a lot. But whenever I was a kid, I think it was like 1993, me and my cousin, we would always love to search through the toys at our grandparents' house of what we got for Christmas. And this one year, it was a big, thick box. When we shook it, it was a book. We were devastated. It's a book. No, how can this be, Nana? How could you have gotten us a book? We were convinced it was a Bible. So all night we were just very down. And we shouldn't be. A Bible would have been a great gift for Christmas. But when we opened that box, it was a variety pack, a 50-pack of comics. X-Men, Spider-Man, Captain America, everything you could possibly imagine. And that was the beginning of my story about comics. Let's do it. Pittsburgh Comic Book Show. I'll see you inside. All right, we made it inside of the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show at the Hampton Community Center. This place is packed. It is already packed. It is gonna be a blast. The parking lot's full. There was a line to get in. This show is going to be a blast. And my favorite thing about it all is I see tons and tons of items for $1. Yes, thank you, Lord. Here we go, let's get on the hunt. Pittsburgh Comic Book Show, yeah! It's a small world here in Pittsburgh, and at YinzerCon just a few months ago, I was at a convention for all Yinzers, downtown and that. And this is one of the guys I met there. Man, how are you?
I'm doing great.
What's up? What's your name?
Grant Lankard. This is our company, Comicsburg. We have a lot of different comic books, whatever genre you like. Heroineburg is about an all-female superhero team in Pittsburgh.
That's awesome.
The Edge is about a drug that gives you superpowers at the cost of your life and or sanity.
Wow, oh my gosh, whoa.
Memoirs of the Morbid is a horror anthology in the style of Tales from the Crypt or Creep Show.
Oh, that's cool. That is a terrifying squirrel.
Thanks. And then Beowulf is the story of the guy you learned about in high school, but reincarnated in modern times.
Oh, wow, that is incredible. So you are a collaboration of artists and authors.
Right.
Is that right? Is that what Comicsburg is?
Yeah, we have a few different comic books out now. And like I said, they're all different genres.
Whoa.
I'm sure there's something for everyone.
Holy crap. Now, I have zero artistic ability. I cannot do this. This is incredible. Where can people find these comics?
Comicsburg.com.
Right here, guys. I love you. Please, right here. Boom, one more time.
Comicsburg.com.
Yeah, check this out. This is awesome. Downtown, you gotta support the locals, you know what I'm saying in that? For the first time ever on Hunting Nostalgia, it's about to get political. No, it's not. So since the Angry Cameraman isn't here today, I can do this. You know who I'm voting for. Captain, no, I'm kidding. I love Batman as well, but the Angry Cameraman, he really, really loves Batman. It's because he thinks he is Batman. But anyways, this is another really super cool thing about comic book shows is you can get those weird items. You know what I mean? Like, this is literally a political poster to see who you would vote for. Would you vote for Captain America? Would you vote for Batman? And there's more. You know, Superboy versus Spider-Man, that's a no-brainer right there. Wonder Woman versus Storm. Oh, Storm. I think you're gonna be in for a rough time there. And then finally we have Lobo versus Wolverine. Now, I'm not familiar with Lobo, but I am in the perfect spot today to find out who that guy is. You know, that's part of the journey. It's part of the fun. It's part of hunting nostalgia.
DC.
Comics.
Incredible. Action. Astonishing. Adventure. The coolest heroes. The hottest heroines. And the most outrageous villain.
Too tough for TV.
In the universe.
These ain't your daddy's comic books, fanboy.
DC Comics.
So, I don't know Lobo. There's a lot that I don't know. I do not claim to be an expert, except for in wrestling. I would say I'm a wrestling expert. But when I have a question, 99.9% of the time, I go to the same guy, because he knows the answers. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Who's Lobo?
He's a DC villain, sort of like DC's Wolverine, anti-hero from like the 90s.
So DC, that was it. That poster was Marvel versus DC, like who's gonna win. So he is on a poster over here battling Wolverine.
Okay.
And I don't know who Lobo is, but of course, isn't it a huge shock? He knows who he is.
Nick Bartley.
See,
Shame.
see, that's what he says too. Every stupid question I ask, same look every time. Thanks, brother.
You gotta fight hate.
You gotta make a stand.
That's what the X-Men are all about.
Man or mutant, it's all the same. The fight's against evil.
Marvel Comics X-Men, today's most popular superheroes.
Saturday morning's hottest TV show.
And America's favorite comic books.
Marvel Comics X-Men.
Head-banging, pulse-racing action.
Isn't it time to see what the shouting's all about?
An absolute must stop for me at a comic book event, and they do a lot of toy shows too, is New Dimension Comics with 6 locations. This was my childhood comic book store. And I was at Thriftsburg booth earlier, and whenever I was filming that event, which you'll see later on Hunting Nostalgia, I was just talking. I was talking to someone at a booth, and they were selling Pogs. You know, Pogs, Pow, Slammer. Pogs. And I was telling a story about how whenever I was a kid, I wanted to eat at the North Park Lounge every single night on Route 8 because they had Pogs. And I could win tickets for games, and then I could turn those tickets, every 5 tickets, you could get yourself a Pog at the Pittsburgh North Park Clubhouse. So I was talking about that, and then right afterwards, right as I was finishing, this lady comes over to me and she says, I loved that story that you just told. My parents own the clubhouse on Route 8. How small of a world this is, you know? But like I said, New Dimension Comics, this was my childhood comic book store. You gotta get there. 6 locations. Be there.
Hunting nostalgia.
All right, I'm here with Jack. Go ahead, Jack.
Today I found corks with Daredevil on it.
Oh, who's the other guy?
Daredevil.
Oh, Matt. It's double Daredevil. How cool is that? It's Daredevil. Hold those up, man. Those are really neat. That's cool. My brother, when he was little, he loved little tiny action figures just like that. That's cool. Thanks for telling me about that, man. I appreciate it.
Today I found a G.I. Joe magazine from 1987. And interestingly enough, I had this exact magazine when I was, not this exact one, but this magazine.
That's why you wanted it.
So I wanted it. When I first walked over, the guy wanted 15 for it, and I kind of just walked away. And then I came back and he was like, how about $8? So for $8 sold. It has the poster inside. It's ripped out, but it's still very nice.
Here, I'll hold a look. Wow, dude, it is perfect.
That's frameable for sure.
Wow, that's awesome. I've never seen, is this the G.I. Joe magazine?
Oh, like my aunt got me a subscription to like G.I. Joe like it was like reading. So she got me that. Thundercats had a magazine. He-Man, I can remember getting them all when I was younger.
Now reading, you say that's why she bought it for you.
Right.
I tricked my mother. Starting in 1987, I tricked her. I said, Mom, this is a perfect way to get me to read. Get me the WWF magazine.
You were just looking at the pictures.
Yeah.
Well, and then on the back cover is the ad. You can order, and I'll cover his address. You can order a Steel Brigade figure, and Brian Conway has this all filled out.
Oh, that's neat.
He was going to call his character Counterattack. So part of me wants to give Brian Conway a call and be like, Counterattack, this is Duke, we need you.
That is just, oh my, dude, that's really cool.
Or did you get the figure? Because I'll buy it from you.
Wow. Now I'll cover it up too, but oh my gosh, that is insane. Holy crap, dude, that is nostalgia. That's cool. Wow.
Hey everybody, it's me, Ernest. And yes, that toy-sniffing weirdo has allowed me to do the Whirl of Nostalgia. That's right, that's a pretty cool-looking thing, ain't it? It's even better because you see up there in the yellow, right there in the yellow, it's me, Ernest, every so often, and I hope it's this time, I get to do a little clip. That's right, and I get to tell you about my perspective, about how I view things from over there on my hemorrhoid-inducing fish tank that I sit on all the time. That's right, I see things here in the Hunting Nostalgia studio you'd never ever believe. That's right, it's crazy. Anyways, today I'm here to spin that Whirl of Nostalgia. I don't know why he calls it the whirl. He said to me it was gonna be the wheel, but anyways, I'm supposed to say this line. Who's ready for everybody's I can't even do it. That's a ridiculous line. That's a stupid line. Here's what I'm gonna say. This wheel's pretty neat. It's even better because my name's on it. That's right. So I'm gonna spin this here wheel, and we're gonna see which one of these here people, and I hope it's me, gets to be on this episode of Hunting Nostalgia. You having a good time anyways at the toy show? You got the comic book show. There's a whole bunch of stuff anyways. All right. Here we go. Let's take a spin on the Whirl of Nostalgia. Hey, will you look at that? Toy store. That ain't a bad one. I know exactly what we're gonna do. Our great friends at the Toy Store Hunters, they're gonna take you to the grand reopening of Chubsy Wubsy. Another fantastic place we love here on Hunting Nostalgia, but I'm telling you now, I'm warning you, you toy-sniffing weirdo, one of these days it's gonna land on that there yellow beauty. And the things that I'm gonna tell them, oh my, the things I'm gonna tell, the things that my poor eyes have seen, that's why I can't close them. I'm telling you now, you'll have to question the whole fabric of the universe.
We're here in Little Falls, New Jersey, checking out a new toy store, Chubsy Wubsy Toys and Collectibles. Let's go, guys.
When I'm in Jersey, Chubsy Wubsy is the place to be. I've gone from Texas to Portland, Oregon, Los Angeles. I just came back from totally rad toy house in Nashville, Tennessee. I love road tripping, or AK toy tripping. I love this store. I give them all my love, all their graphics. Yours truly.
Hey Nick, check this out.
Oh yeah, the macho meat really savage.
Hey guys, I want to thank everybody for coming to Chubsy Wubsy's grand opening, giving me so much love and support, moving to a bigger store. Got to bring my collectibles out. I don't have to rotate things no more from my first store, but I'm so happy and blessed to have great guys that come visit and support me. Thank you so much, guys.
Come check out Chubsy Wubsy's.
My man, Jerry, you're the best. Thank you so much, my man. You got to check him out. You got to check out the Toy Store Hunters on social media. Jerry is the greatest. I admit I'm a little bit jealous. I wish that I was at Chubsy Wubsy's grand reopening. You got to get there as well. And you can find Chubsy Wubsy and all other vintage toy stores across the country thanks to thetoystoreguide.com. It is a completely comprehensive, interactive guide where you can find local toy stores, vintage, real local toy stores close to you, or when you're traveling around, you know? Does that sound like a Double Dare commercial? That's what I was going for. Anyways, all right, now, I've said before, comics isn't my thing. Toys is my main game, but boy, thanks to Pop Culture Comics and the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show, my interest is growing and growing and growing every single year. Now, whenever I was a kid, I used to go to one of my favorite places, and it still is, New Dimension Comics in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. I would go there, and I would pick out stuff, but I wasn't really, they had toys too, you know, so I was, you know. But I did stop by their booth on the way out. I was heading out, had all my stuff. I'm like, you know what, I got a couple minutes. I'm going to look through this dollar bin here of miscellaneous comics, and pow, New Addiction just pow, right in the face. Thanks, New Dimension Comics, I'm blaming you. You know, I don't know it all, even about wrestling. They have comics. Yes. I know that the late 90s, early 2000s, the WWF had comics. I wasn't into them. I don't know why. Oh, mama. But evidently, in the early 90s, Marvel teamed with WCW and made comics. Looks thing, Lex Luger. This is incredible. I never knew this existed. Never. And now I have to have them all. Thanks, New Dimension Comics. Thank you, Pittsburgh Comic Book Show. Now I'm off to spend some more money. Right now, I am heading to the Super Toy Events Toy Show in Canfield, Ohio. This is the second year now I've been there. Each and every year this show gets bigger and better, so I'm told. I hope that's what happens this time. But I want to show you what everyone else, just like I did at the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show, I wanted to show you a little bit what everyone else was interested in. I'm going to do that same exact thing, and I'm going to do it at the Super Toy Events Toy Show at the Canfield Fairground. Let's go. What do you say? Yeah! This is Hunting Nostalgia, and I'm Nick Bartley, and I'm back here today in Canfield, Ohio at the Super Toy Events Toy Show. This show, it's even bigger than it was last year. It is absolutely awesome. This line, it's absolutely not for me. It's for the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He's right over there. Like, he's putting the $1 Million dream on someone right now. How cool is that? But today I'm not hunting. I'm not here scavenging around like a little rat underneath all of these tables. No, today I am here to see what you found at the Super Toy Events Toy Show. Let's get a move on. What do you say?
Let's go hunting nostalgia.
Today I found a Barbie McDonald's set that my parents gifted me in the early 90s, I'm not sure what year, for Christmas. It's brand new, unopened in the box. I've been looking for this set for years. I'm not actually a collector. I just chase after nostalgic toys that give me good feelings and happy memories with my parents.
Today I found the $1 Million Man's action figure. We actually got a picture with the $1 Million Man. And my son got some Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, but we are huge fans of the toy conventions, and we've been going for the last couple years now, and my kids always love to come here, and we spend a lot of money.
I am the best there is, the best there was, and I am the best that there ever will be. I don't know about that, Jack.
Today I find my toys. And my son he find
a Spider-Man toy that Spider-Man gave me, and I took a picture with him.
Hi, my name is Liam Myers, and I am at the toy convention in Canfield, and I found these really rare Five Nights at Freddy figures. They could go on eBay or Amazon for like $90 to $100, so they're really cool, and I think this is a really fun experience.
All right, what's up, everybody? Today, I found for my buddy who's a huge Macho Man collector, a mint. It's empty, no Slim Jims are in there, but a mint Savage size Slim Jim box. He'll put that in his office. Pretty sweet. What else? I'm a big Ghostbusters guy, so I grabbed a Loot Crate exclusive Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, very cool. And I just started collecting these, and I'm out of control. Another hole to jump down. These are the Mortal Kombat G.I. Joe 3 3/4 figures. That's Scorpion. I was able to get the other Ninja Sub-Zero. These are from the early 90s. On card, they go for a ton, but I hate to spend $75, $100 on card. I'm just going to open them anyway. So happy to find those loose. And big wrestling fan. My buddy over there grabbed this for me. This is actually the Chase Head Shrinker Samu. I got Fat 2 at home, so now I got the tag team. And this is the Chase because he's got the flowers on his tights. So, pretty cool stuff. Great show.
Today I picked up this WrestleMania 3 Mattel toy from Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, my favorite wrestling match of my life, and this is my first time at a toy show, and
It's our first time ever at a toy show.
Yeah, first time ever at a toy show, and I'm loving finding all the great and things bringing back my childhood.
Barnyard Commandos! The Rams are on the move, led by Major Legger Mutton, a ram of great vision.
Glasses? Ha! Who needs them?
And Commodore Fleece Cardigan. Rams, follow me! There's Pilot Fluff Pendleton.
This here's the Ram.
And Sergeant Wooly Pullover.
Yo, hey, thank you. Have a nice day. Know what I mean?
Barnyard Commandos from Playmates.
I told you that the Super Toy Events Toy Show gets bigger and better each and every year. That was a fantastic show. Absolutely a humongous range. All new vendors, tons of new vendors. It was an absolutely fantastic time. Thank you for having me, Boardman, Ohio. I can't wait for next year. The Canfield Fairgrounds, it was spectacular. So one of the most enjoyable things for me about a toy show is when you got your bag there, or your box, hopefully, or your buggy maybe. You never know what you're going to use to fill up. You don't know what you're going to get. So you don't know how big of a receptacle you got to bring. But the best part, one of my favorite parts, is at the very end, when you have your bag, box, or buggy full, and you're there with your buddies, you're like, what'd you get? This is what I got. What'd you get? That is so much fun. And that is what I was trying to show you. I was trying to show you a little bit different of range than just the stuff that I'm interested in. I wanted to show you what the people at the Super Toy Events Toy Show were on the hunt for, and I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did. But I was able to grab a couple cool things, as always, on the way out. I always say that. My favorite thing went into the Hills buggy, though. I love when I don't get many carded figures, but when I do, they normally go into the Hills buggy display. And this one was a good one. 1989 Playmates, Sergeant Wooly Pullover. The Barnyard Commandos. Playmates, this was an absolute awesome toy line. The Porks versus the Rams. You can't beat that. You had barnyard animals in a combat zone. It was absolutely awesome. It was a great, super innovative, extremely colorful toy line. And it was fun for everyone. Playmates was an incredible toy company. Ninja Turtles. They had Star Trek Next Generation. They had Dick Tracy. A lot of the most colorful lines you can think of came from Playmates toys. And Sergeant Wooly Pullover. Now, he's one of them from Barnyard Commandos. But I want to thank everybody, the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show, the Pop Culture Comics who put on that incredible show. Like I said before, I'm not a comics expert, but that show is something that I will go to each and every single year to learn more and more and more. And sometimes it's from one of my good buddies, Dustin, the king of the Cobra Bats, you know? It's all about the community. Toys, comics, movies, music. It's all the same, you know, whatever your interest may be. It's all awesome. Anyways, I'm Nick Bartley. This is Hunting Nostalgia. See you next time. Yeah. Hey, she goes, my family owns New Dimension Comics. And I'm like, you have got to, no, stop it. Boom, 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 Dollar Comics, that is my style. Thriftburg, this is a vintage, like I would say it's a vintage mart in Construction Junction. Okay, they have a humongous antique, it's a flea market of sorts, but it's filled with the craziest things you'd ever see. And it's this, Thriftburg right here. And that happens, what can you do? But no, so Dollar Comics, this is what I look for, you know? I'm not gonna buy that $500 comic, but a dollar comic, man, I'll buy them all day long. My favorite comics are definitely X-Men comics, but getting to browse places like this, you never know what you're gonna find, you know what I mean?
Is that Nick Bartley, host of TV's Hunting Nostalgia?
I just said it, you never know what you're gonna find. Only at the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show.